For the wall hip hinge exercise, you want to stand facing a wall with your arms. Will be relatively straight. I want a slight bend in the elbow though. I don't want you kind of being fully straight or locked out. So try to keep kind of a good like arch in your hand, almost like trying to maintain that arch of your foot. Try to do that in your hand too. And then slight bend in the elbows. And basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your hands grounded against the wall, feet about hip width distance apart, and then you're going to hinge back through your hips, keeping your entire foot on the ground. So think of that tripod foot. So what that means is your heel, the base of your big toe, and the base of your little toe. All of those points should always be in contact with the ground. That's gonna help us make sure our entire foot is grounded. So you're gonna hinge back through your hips, keep that neutral spine. We don't want a lot of arch. We don't want to tuck here. You should feel your glutes lengthen as you come back. Once you're back here, you can take your hands away here, and then when you stand up, I want you to focus on extending your hips and your trunk before your knees. So your trunk and hips should come up before your knees straighten. And then at the top, you want to think of rib cage stacked over pelvis. We don't want to shove our hips forward. So here's a few reps for that. So starting with our hands against the wall, hinge at your hips, hands come down, stand up, hip extension before knee extension. Hands come back on the wall, hinge from our hips, hands come down, hip extension before knee extension, really feeling those glutes and hamstrings rather than just the knees kind of snapping back to get us to stand up.